Hey, your bud Doug Owens here. Welcome to the Artist Lounge at Mixed Country 96. Yeah, we're having fun, as you can imagine. With us today is Jessica Lynn from New York, a singer-songwriter. And boy, she's been busy, to say the very least. And to her left, her husband Steve, a guitar player and a limo driver, right, Steve?
That's right.
So you've been busy as well.
Oh, yeah.
But it's great to have you guys in Central Missouri and here in the Midwest. And I have a dumb question for you. What do you do for fun in New York?
Well, I wish we had a little more time to do some fun things. We're always so busy, but for me, honestly, playing music is, the most fun that I ever have doing anything. I've wanted to do this ever since I was a little girl, so just getting to travel the world and, playing music and getting to do it with the people that I love is so great.
That's wonderful. Nothing like living the dream. Only in the good old USA. We are blessed on so many levels. Yeah. Now, our friends with the press out there are comparing you to someone named Shania Twain. Have you guys ever heard of her? But how do you find yourself similar with regard to that?
My music is really a melting pot of stuff. I think coming from New York, it played a very big role in it. I grew up on rock and roll and soul music and all these different things, and that's really reflected in what I do. And Shania was known for that. She kind of, because of her, I feel like that's why the country music genre has opened up so much to all these new opportunities and people, and I think that's really the biggest reason. And my live show was very, very high energy, and hers was very much the same way.
I was about to throw in the dynamics there. Yes, I've read a lot about that, and that's making the people happy, isn't it? It's
so much fun. I'm a big believer. I always say if I want to just hear music, I can listen to the CD at home. When I go to a show, I want to be entertained, and I really live by that on stage.
Now, you have under your belt already, Jessica, like a couple of TV specials, 3 tours of the United States. You've toured Canada, you've toured Europe. Give us some highlights. I mean, where do you start, right?
Every single place that we go and every single show has something so different and special that it's really hard to pick. Some really cool moments. We've gotten to tour with some really cool people, and Jody Messina, getting to tour with her was amazing. We supported ZZ Top overseas last summer. This year we got to play Disney Paris. For me, as a little girl growing up with every single Disney costume known to mankind, that was really cool.
Felt like a princess, didn't you?
Yeah, it really did. We got to play a really cool country western saloon in the park, and that was so much fun. And, just every place is so special. You meet cool people along the way, and just seeing the culture in different places, both in the States and abroad. It's really been a dream come true.
Now, back in 2016, Jessica, you released your first EP, Not Your Woman. Was there a personal edge to that song? Is there a story you can share with us? We know you're Steve's woman, but
yeah, all the good songs are about Steve, and he didn't make me say that.
It's funny, in the live show, every time she always says, "Oh yeah, this is my husband. Okay, here's this song, Not Your Woman," and it's all about her man cheating on her. And then I always get like these old ladies in the front that'll be like, "Oh." I'm like, no, not me.
I feel like cowering on the edge of the stage.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
All of my songs have truth in them, but that song actually came up very kind of bizarrely. We were just hanging out in the living room one day, and Music Choice, the channel on your television, they have all different genres or whatever. And we had the blues, this old blues jazz station on, and this woman came on, and she was just kind of growling about how this guy did her wrong, and I was just so inspired by her just overall being, the tone of her voice, everything. I ran inside and literally wrote the song in 15 minutes.
Wow.
And ever since then, it's been one of my favorite songs to play live, and it's been a crowd favorite.
And the single and the video did really well.
Thank you so much.
I mean, read a lot of great reviews about that.
Thanks. That kind of put me on the map. It was my first single, even though we didn't release it to country radio officially. But we did the music video, and it was kind of a great introduction for what was to come in the next singles.
And you followed that up with "Look at Me This Way." Crazy Idea was a product of that. Tell us about that.
Yeah, Look at Me That Way was the EP, and that
I said this way. It's Look at Me That Way. That's right.
This way, that way, the other way.
Yeah. That was actually written and recorded in Belgium, of all places, for country music. And the lead single off of that, Crazy Idea, came out this past year, and it was my first single I ever released to country radio, and it broke the top 50 at Music Row, which I was just so excited, and I felt so lucky, and it really has opened up so many new doors for me, and it was just been a great ride.
And it was one of the most downloaded songs, and it did better than a lot of previously established artists, from what I understand.
When that came out, I'll never forget that moment, actually. We were in France on tour, and we were in our hotel rooms, and my guitarist from next door, my other one, comes running in, pounding on my door. Jessica, I'm like, oh my gosh, what's wrong? And I opened the door, he has his laptop. He's like, look at this. I was like, oh no, is there a fake page or something bad online? And he showed me the list, and we were just all celebrating. All of us were hugging, and it was just such a nice moment. I'll always remember that.
That's great. That's great. And of course, currently you're pushing your new single, Let's Don't.
Yeah.
What's the story behind that?
That one is actually about Steve and I. We've been together 8 years.
Congratulations.
And married for almost 2 in 2 weeks.
Yeah, November 4th.
All right, happy anniversary in advance.
Thank you. And I really wanted to write a song that was about when you have the right person in your life, there's no need to go out and spend all this money on fancy dates and doing this or that or champagne. You have everything that you need when it's just the two of you,
Exactly. And we're having lots of fun in today's edition of the Artist Lounge from Mixed Country 96. Singer-songwriter from New York, Jessica Lynn, her husband Steve, getting ready to celebrate your big anniversary, November 4th. Again, happy anniversary in advance, and we are ready to hear some great sounds.
Sure.
What would you like to perform first?
I'd love to do the new single, Let's Don't.
Let's Don't. Jessica Lynn, ladies and gentlemen.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Text saying you made reservations. Little do you know I already made us plans. Just leave those keys right there. We ain't going anywhere. Nah, no way. You just do what I say. We don't gotta spend a lot of money, honey. Boy, you got me so tipsy when you put those lips up on me. You don't need to go all champagne crazy, baby. We got some cheap time, that's all I need for good time. We don't gotta go downtown. Well, I dress up, but we can get dressed down. Have a make out on this couch. We could go out, let's go. Oh yeah. Let's rearrange this room. I'll show you my moves. Put on some Marvin Gaye, let's get it on. We don't gotta spend a lot of money, honey. Boy, you got me so tipsy when you put those lips up on me. You don't need to go all champagne crazy, baby. We got some cheap vibes, that's all I need for the time. We don't gotta go downtown. Well, I dress up, but we can get dressed down. Gotta make out on this couch. We can go out, so. We don't gotta go downtown. Let's give the neighbors something they can talk about. We don't need a band to get real loud. Let's get it on. We don't gotta spend a lot of money, honey. Boy, you got me so tipsy when you put those lips up on me. You don't need to go all champagne crazy, baby. We got some cheap box wine, that's all I need for the time. We don't gotta go downtown. Why dress up, but we can get dressed down. Gotta make out on this couch. We can go out, let's don't. Oh, let's don't. What do you say, let's don't.
All right. Jessica Lynn, Let's Don't, her brand new single. Dare I say, let's do one more? What do you think?
Yeah, I love that.
I bet you've never heard that before, have you?
Not as often as I would like. So thank you for that.
What would you like to perform next for us?
I guess let's do the first single, Crazy Idea, that played such a big role in my life, and so I'd like to do that.
Sounds like a crazy idea, but
Okay.
I guess it's okay. Sorry.
I can't keep
okay.
laughing like I've been laughing. Oh, my face really hurts. Okay. I'm not even able to sing with his band. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Spent the summer watching how she broke it down. We stayed up all night talking, trying to work it out. I never heard you that way. I have this crazy idea, won't you call me baby? Got this feeling that you can really feel one night. This came for you. I think you're feeling it too. Don't be shy now, let's try now. Move a little closer to me. Put your arms around me, I feel so alive. And I feel you wanting kiss me, it's alright. It's taken us way too long, but now we're where we belong. I have this crazy idea, won't you call me baby? Got this feeling that you can really feel one night. That's great for you. I think you're feeling it too. Don't be shy now, let's try now. Move a little closer to me. I know that this could be. Baby, with me you'll see. But just maybe crazy's alright tonight. I have this crazy idea. How's it going, baby? Got this feeling that you can really feel one night. It's great for you. I think you're feeling it too. Don't be shy now, let's try now. Move a little closer to me. Won't you call me baby? Really feel one night. That's great for you. I think you're feeling it too. Don't be shy now, let's try now. Move a little closer to me. Yeah.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Sounds very sane to me.
Okay.
Crazy idea, what a great song. And of course, Let's Don't, the one you performed right before that, your newest single.
Yes.
We wish you the very best, Jessica Lynn.
Thank you
Thank you
so
so much
much.
for
This was so
gracing
much fun.
our studios here at Mixed Country 96.
Thank you for all the laughs.
Thank you, husband Steve. You're welcome. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure and a
Same
lot
here.
of fun. And you're back to Nashville before you know it to do some songwriting with some big names.
Yeah. Yep. We have a lot of traveling going on. Actually, we head back to Nashville right at the end of this radio tour, fly right to Baltimore for a show, and then back to New York for a Halloween show at Daryl's house.
Excellent.
Where they filmed the TV show, so we're really excited.
Good deal. Thanks again. Best of luck to you both. God bless.
Thank you very
Careful
much.
in your travels.
Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you for joining us for another edition of the Artist Lounge at Mixed Country 96. We'll see you.